Does your school have creepy myths, guys? Maybe your school has a teacher that disappeared, or a basement that is haunted. Or maybe your whole school is built on top of a haunted cemetery. Like, I swear, every school has some weird fact that just creeps me out. And mine actually had one of the more creepier ones. We once had a 7th grade teacher that suddenly disappeared, and after a month, police found him drowned in the ocean. Nobody knows how he ended there, but we all think it might have been a murder. Yeah, creepy. But today we're gonna look at school incidents that are far more creepy than the ones that happened at my school. So if you guys want to stay safe, then smash that like button and subscribe. Y'all know those crazy homeless people that just make noises on the street and stuff? Well, apparently one of those got into a school somehow and started attacking people. But when the police arrived to arrest him, he was never found until this happened.
This is why you should always lock your doors. A class was playing a game of Kahoot when they heard a voice on the intercom say, "This is not a drill, go into lockdown." The students huddled in the back of the classroom and then the power went off. Minutes later, the students heard the sound of a man screaming at the top of his lungs, running down the hallway. The lunatic man started banging on the lockers and his screams gradually got louder. He then started banging on the classroom window, yelling, "Open up." He eventually left, and 10 minutes later, a voice on the intercom said, a mentally ill person had entered the school and attacked the lady at the front desk. The staff did a sweep of the school and still couldn't find him, so they locked the doors and resumed class. Later that night, one of the janitors went into the utility closet when this happened.
Jesus, that made me jump higher than I ever did in PE class. I don't think that was a homeless guy. That looked more like a ghost or something. Like, what homeless guy dresses up as a ghost? Was this like some kind of Halloween surprise? But anyways, guys, sorry for not warning you all about that jump scare. I hope you all didn't get a heart attack. Speaking of heart attacks, when I was little, I would literally get a heart attack every time I saw Slender Man on YouTube. Like, if there were any 2006 girlies out there, you know what I mean. Because what do you mean a 3-meter tall monster without a face goes around snatching children? Sounds a bit fake, right? Yeah, but it's not. There was actually an incident back in 2002 where Slenderman was involved in a murder, including 2 girls that
stabbed their friend to death.
Take a look.
10 years ago, the woman behind me wanted to impress a fictional character named Slenderman. He's a horror character or a creepypasta that was made up. She was just granted a conditional release from the mental facility that she's in right now. For those that don't know who Slenderman is, this is Slenderman. He is a creepypasta. He's a horror character. He stands at like 10 feet tall and abducts children. 10 years ago in 2014, Morgan Geyser behind me stabbed one of her classmates to impress Slenderman. Let me be clear, Miss Geyser lured that girl into the woods, they were both classmates, and then stabbed her 19 times. They were both sentenced to 30 to 40 years in a psychiatric institution. I believe Geyser actually got 40, but her friend got like 25 or 30. They found her not guilty by reason of insanity. She was found guilty of the attempted first-degree murder, but that was soon reversed because of the insanity. Since that incident 10 years ago, they say Miss Geyser is doing very, very well in prison, being part of a good community, acting well and behaved. It is still not clear why exactly she did that, just to impress Slenderman. There's no reasoning behind it. They have no idea if he said something to her in her delusions or hallucinations. They don't really know what exactly motivated her to do it, but she has unanimous support according to the psychologist that's seeing her for her release. I want to know what you guys think about this. Should they keep her in there or should they release her?
There were only like 12 when this happened? How do you even think of murdering your friend when you're 12? But y'all, the little girl who murdered her friend recently got released. Do you think she should get released or stay in prison, guys? Personally, I'm on team prison, but let me know down in the comments. Speaking of creepy entities like Slenderman, there's this old legend in Japan about a ghost that lives in the school bathroom. If I knew about this while I was a kid in school, I'd probably be running home to pee every time I had to go. Take a look.
Did you know that in Japan there's a school bathroom ghost they call Hanako-san? Two girls were heading home after class, laughing, chatting, when one of them said she needed to go to the toilet before they left. The building was quiet since all the lessons were over. While washing her hands, she glanced at the mirror and noticed one of the stalls behind her was closed. She didn't hear anyone enter, so she decided to call out, "Hello?" She walked up and knocked. A moment later, something knocked back. She froze, then knocked again. Then suddenly, the stall door started shaking like something was inside trying to get out. She panicked and rushed to the door, but no matter how hard she pulled, the door was closed. Behind her, the stall creaked open. Standing there was a girl in a red skirt, with black bob-cut hair covering half her pale, wrong face. She smiled.
That's so creepy. Poor girl was stuck in there with that horrifying creature. I hope that's just a legend, but y'all know how it is with Japan. They got so much paranormal stuff going on. Maybe all ghosts just like anime? But guys, speaking of Japan, a lot of people love anime and want to travel there. Maybe even live there. Like, I don't know what it's all about, but that place just makes foreigners want to become English teachers all of a sudden. But y'all, if you also have this dream, you should be careful, cause Japan isn't all sunshine and rainbows for foreigners. Take a look.
She thought she was meeting a student for an English lesson instead. It was a trap. Lindsay Hawker was a 22-year-old British teacher living in Japan. Bright, adventurous, and loved by everyone who knew her. On March 25th, 2007, she agreed to meet one of her students, Tatsuya Ichihashi, at a cafe near Tokyo. But Lindsay never made it home. The next day, police made a horrifying discovery. Her body was found buried in a bathtub filled with sand on Ichihashi's apartment balcony. She had been beaten and strangled. Investigators suspected a sexual motive, though Ichihashi denied this in court. For over 2 years, Ichihashi evaded capture, becoming one of Japan's most wanted fugitives. He underwent plastic surgery, changed his appearance, and moved constantly. But in 2009, he was finally caught. At trial, he confessed to killing Lindsay. In 2011, he was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison. Lindsay's story remains one of Japan's most haunting crimes, a reminder of how trust can be twisted into tragedy.
Guys, I actually looked it up, and no joke, this guy actually did plastic surgery on himself. I can't even imagine how dangerous that is. Like, he literally took a kitchen knife and did this thing. I'm surprised they ever caught that monster. Poor Guri. I don't even want to imagine what things he did to her. I'm definitely not becoming an English teacher in Japan. Even though Japan does look kinda nice, just not worth the risk, y'all. Alright guys, I'm not trying to say it's always boys, but it's always boys. Cause this next incident happened between 2 boys and their female friend in high school. These boys just randomly decided one day that they were gonna kill their friend because they were bored. Take a look.
First victim is going to be Cassie's daughter. She's going to be alone in a big, dark house out in the middle of nowhere. How perfect can you get? I mean, like, holy shit, dude.
I'm just thinking about it.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if either of us would have done it if we were alone. We've fed off each other, I guess, and it was a formula for disaster in the end, you know.
We know there's lots of doors. There's lots of places to hide. I locked the back doors, so it's all locked. Now we just gotta wait.
A few hours before this video was taken, Brian and Tori were at the house. Cassie was house-sitting at hanging out with her, and they snuck down into the basement to unlock the door for when they came back later with masks on and a knife to carry out their plan.
I was actually the individual who snuck downstairs and unlocked the basement door. And it's that one choice where I was just kind of going along with it. I really didn't stop and say, why am I doing this? I just did it. And that one thing that I did, started this whole thing. And that's something that is hard to deal with, because all I had to do was just not do that. And this may have never happened.
Wow, some people are just not right in the head. I don't have any other way to explain it. I actually watched that tape they recorded. And they said they were so excited to be famous for killing this poor little girl. Just horrible what people will do for no apparent reason. Alright guys, speaking of things people do for no apparent reason, there's this tradition in America that when it's your special day, your birthday, your friends get to smash your face with a cake. We don't do this where I'm at because we don't want to waste cake, but also it's really dangerous. Oh my god, she's not moving. That's her after going to the emergency room. Do you think her friends planned this? Dang girls, why are you pressuring her into drinking? Guys, don't ever do things you don't want to do, even if people call you name. Okay, they're going home in a taxi? Oh my god, it was them! That's not it, girls. Like, why would you ever do this to your friend? I think that must have been jealous, not gonna lie. That's not funny at all. You should never harm people and call it a prank, guys. I think it's so sad that she was just celebrating her birthday and she ended up losing her nose and eyes. So guys, if you didn't know, some cakes actually have like little supports in them, made of metal or wood. That's how this girl got her nose removed. Even if it wasn't this dangerous, why are we attacking the person we're celebrating? Like, just eat the cake, girlies. Or just give it to me if you are nading. Alright guys, that was a bit too sad for me. Let's get back to the haunted stuff. If you're like me, you love exploring abandoned buildings. I think it's so fun looking around for old notes and stuff from people that used to live there. Well, at least during the day it's fun. I'd never go at night, like this guy. Take a look.
He was doing urbex when things went horribly wrong. This guy was filming for his urbex channel when he entered a creepy shutdown school. But he wasn't alone. Just seconds after stepping in, the camera catches something chilling at the end of the hallway. Someone is standing, but he doesn't see it. Not yet. The whole place is falling apart, and something feels off. Still, he keeps going, deeper into the dark. On the 3rd floor, his nightmare begins. He enters a room that looks totally destroyed. That's when he saw it, but it was already too late.
What happened at that school? Maybe it's that toilet ghost from Japan, roaming the halls, stuck inside. They gotta get a priest over there to exorcise the place before they build anything. Or maybe it's just a horror mess guide. That haunted school might have also been this place I'm about to show you. The kids here were literally treated like lab rats, and the parents never knew. Take a look.
Children were fed radioactive oatmeal here to see how fast radiation entered their bodies, and their parents were never told. This was the Fernald State School, opened in 1848 as a facility for children with developmental disabilities. By the 1940s and 50s, Fernald was not just a school. It became a secret research site tied to the United States government. Researchers working with Harvard and the Atomic Energy Commission ran nutrition studies on boys living at Fernald. The children were told they were joining a science club. What they were not told was that their breakfast cereal had been laced with radioactive calcium and iron isotopes. The goal was to track how radiation moved through growing bodies. Consent forms sent to parents never mentioned radiation. Some did not even know experiments were happening at all. Former residents later described being singled out, isolated, and tested.
Oh my god, guys. If you don't know, eating radioactive stuff can mutate your DNA. Like, I think in Russia there were some mothers that got too much radiation, and so when their kids were born, they literally had like 3 arms or 1 leg. And I think in Japan there was a guy from Japan that literally melted alive in 83 days because he was exposed to too much radiation. So yeah, don't play around with radiation, guys. I feel so bad for these kids that literally got sacrificed by the government. That school is probably super haunted right now. But y'all, nothing looks like this mech school I'm about to show you. This place is haunted by multiple ghosts. And worst of all, it's in Ohio.
Let's go visit the most haunted school in America. This is Poasttown Elementary School in Ohio. People claim to hear children's laughter. Running footsteps echo through empty hallways. Doors opening on their own. People leaving with scratch marks they didn't have before entering. The most noted ghost is of a little girl near the staircase.
Was that swing still swinging, guys? And like the windows, oh my god. They literally look straight out of a zombie apocalypse. Like, I can almost feel the cold from the ghosts coming through the screen. Apparently no one goes near this place anymore, because that little girl near the staircase was actually murdered years ago. Now she haunts the place, scratches anyone that comes near. Alright guys, that was enough scary juice for today. I hope you all didn't get too scared, and if you did, then don't worry guys. Most schools and teachers are pretty normal. Some teachers are a bit grumpy, but they're still good people. So no need to be scared. If you watched through the end, remember to leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe. And as always, stay safe, the Meta Beams. Bye.